Hello students, I am Dr. Chandrasekhar Gudsi, Department of Commerce, SVS Arts and Commerce College. Hearty welcome to the second half of the academic year 2020-21. I am very sorry to notice that the coronavirus second wave has spread throughout India, and Karnataka is also not exception. And in and around Harigiri also hard hit, and people are suffering. And because of the lockdown of the Karnataka state government, we are not in a position to open offline classes to all of you. But as per the direction of the Commissioner of College Education and Rani Chennamma University, and also the direction of the college management and principal, we have decided to reach you online. Students, friends, all of you have completed the first term examination. I hope one paper is left over due to the transportation strike. That is that exams are to be scheduled by the university when the coronavirus disappears. So keep in mind that the remaining one subject is also to be conducted by the examination by the university itself. So you keep on preparing and always update yourself. With these few words of remarks, I would like to welcome to the second semester of BCom first year. Students, friends, in the during the first semester, you are the first batch of Rani Chennamma University studying the CBCS course. The previous year course was different, and this time, as per the UGC direction, the syllabus is redesigned. According to the direction of the state of Karnataka and UGC, how syllabus is structured ಅಂದರೆ ವಿಷಯ ಪಠ್ಯಸೂಚಿ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಇದೆ ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನು ನಾನು ಮತ್ತೊಮ್ಮೆ ತಮ್ಮ ಗಮನಕ್ಕೆ ತರಲು ಇಚ್ಛಿಸುತ್ತೇನೆ. BCom ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಸೆಮ್ CBCS 2020-21 choice based credit system. This is a new system. In the choice based credit system for BCom second sem, what are the subjects kept? How many marks are there? And what are the nature of the subject? That we have to understand before going to deal with the subject which I am going to deal. Students, friends, you see here the CBCS syllabus is designed in 4 parts. Part first is related to ability enhancement course. Ability enhancement course means there you will study the MIL. MIL means modern Indian languages, including Kannada. All Indian languages, any one language you are required to study, but you people are studying Kannada compulsory in our college. That carries 100 marks, 80 plus 20 marks internal. And one more, that is ability enhancement course, part first, English. That also carries 20 marks, 80 marks university examination and 20 marks internal. And one more second part is the very important, that we call it as a core of the BCom second sem. Core means important, heart of the course, that is BCom second sem. There we call it as per CBCS, DSC. DSC means discipline specific course. Here there are 4 subjects. Let me introduce you the name of the subject one by one. In the second part, DSC, that is discipline specific course. There are subjects like, let me explain you regarding modern management techniques. MMT means modern management techniques. That also carries 100 marks. This subject is related to the management, a theoretical subject. And second one is financial accounting paper 2. All of you studied at BCom first sem financial accounting paper first. Here in second sem, that is a continuation of the paper, that is financial accounting paper second, that also carries 100 marks. And this is a practical orientation subject. There you will face the number of problems, you are required to solve the problems. And number third, discipline specific course under part second is modern marketing management. Modern marketing management, that also carries 100 marks, 80 plus 20. And one more is there, that is under part second, discipline specific course, investment management. That investment management is this also a theoretical paper where you will study how to invest, where to invest, when to invest, how to manage the investment portfolio. That paper carries 100 marks. And one more part is there. That part is regarding one subject recently introduced, that is environmental science. Environmental science, as per the Supreme Court direction, that subject we call it as a mandatory subject, because law demands one has to study compulsorily this subject regarding environment. That paper carries 50 marks. Out of 50, 40 marks exams are conducted by the university and 10 internal. And one more, that is what we call third part, we call it as a skill enhancement course, SEC, skill enhancement course. Here one more paper is there, practicals on skill development. Practicals on skill development, that I have to correct this one, PSD required. Practicals on skill development. This paper is also carrying 50 marks. Out of 50, 40 marks university exam is there and 10 marks for internal. And one more is there, part 4, that is what we call extension activities or extracurricular activities. For this, no exams are there. That respective college, we people conduct, and you are involving various extracurricular activities, they are considered, and for that also marks are there. And no university examination. Based on your extracurricular activities, we develop the papers. Based on your extracurricular activities, marks are allotted by the college and sent to the university at the time of filling the internal marks. With these few regarding the what you call course structure, I would like to bring to the notice of the what you call the subject which I am going to deal is modern marketing management. A modern marketing management is a theoretical paper and very important and most useful paper. This paper, of course, you have studied here and there peripheral, ಅಂದರೆ ಮೇಲ್ನೋಟಕ್ಕೆ ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಇಲ್ಲೇ ಒಂದು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಇದನ್ನ ಅಧ್ಯಯನ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀರಿ. ಪ್ರಥಮ PUC ಹಾಗೂ ದ್ವಿತೀಯ PUCಯಲ್ಲಿ ಅಧ್ಯಯನ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀರಿ. ಈ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಮಾಡರ್ನ್ ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟಿಂಗ್ ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜ್ಮೆಂಟ್, ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟಿಂಗ್ ವಾಸ್ ದೇರ್ previously, marketing subject was there, and afterwards marketing management subject introduced. But because of the fast change in the world, how modern marketing is to be managed, therefore modern marketing management subject is introduced and that is kept for the syllabus. Here I would like to bring to your notice, as usual all of you are aware that for each subject university has kept 5 units. 5 units means 5 chapters. For each chapter, first unit, first chapter, introduction, because this is a new subject, you are required to study the basic concept of the marketing. Second unit, that is second chapter, marketing environment and buyer behavior. And third unit, third chapter, marketing mix. And fourth chapter, recent development in marketing, that you are going to study. Fifth one is that that is services marketing. All of you are knowing that in the today's world there are sectors, that is primary sector, secondary sector and tertiary sector we used to call as primary, secondary and tertiary sector. ಅಂದ್ರ ಸೇವಾ ಕ್ಷೇತ್ರ. ಇವತ್ತು GDP-ಗೆ ಸೇವಾ ಕ್ಷೇತ್ರ ಶೇಕಡ 55ಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಹೆಚ್ಚಿಗೆ ಏನಂತಂದ್ರ ಕೊಡುಗೆಯನ್ನು ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಯಾವ ದೇಶದಲ್ಲಿ GDP-ಗೆ ಸೇವಾ ಕ್ಷೇತ್ರದಿಂದ ಹೆಚ್ಚಿಗೆ ಒಂದು ಕೊಡುಗೆ ಇರ್ತದನೋ ಆ ದೇಶವು ಮುಂದುವರೆದ ರಾಷ್ಟ್ರ ಅಂತ ಕರೆಸ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಇತ್ತೀಚೆಗೆ ಏನಾಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದೆ ಅಂದ್ರ ಪ್ರೈಮರಿ, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ಯು ಕಾಲ್ ಅಗ್ರಿಕಲ್ಚರ್, and secondary industry is growing. At the same time, when industry is growing, people are getting employment. When people are getting employment, they are having that disposable income, and with the help of income they are going to buy the services, goods and services. Therefore the service activities are more service activities are available in the market. Therefore services marketing, a new chapter, is included in this syllabus. Well friends, with these few words I would like to bring to your notice regarding the what we call introduction of the marketing. So now let us see this marketing. I would like to give you the introduction of the marketing. Marketing introduction means what? Here there are marketing management. I don't want to explain you the modern. First of all, I would like to give you the meaning of the marketing management. Here marketing one word, management second word. Here now we are required to understand marketing and management. But before going to introduce regarding the marketing, one has to understand what about the market. This concept one has to understand. Afterwards one has to go for marketing. Now let us understand what is market. This is of course a common word, and everyone is knowing that market means, as any layman also used to say, that market is a place where buyers and sellers meet for exchange of their needs. That we call it as a market. Once again I would like to repeat here, market is a place where buyers and sellers come together and exchange goods for price. Here question comes, here market, where place is very important. Place. In place there are two parties come together. One is a supplier of goods, another is a buyer of goods. They come together in a particular place and they negotiate for the goods and services. They fix the price and buy. Here marketing, in this about this we are going to study in detail in the forthcoming classes, that is evolution of market and marketing. So let me stop over here for only market. Market means you are required to understand that market is a place where buyers and sellers come together, exchange their requirements. Now let us go to the marketing. Marketing means what? The question comes. The term marketing differs from market. Market does not mean mere transfer of goods and services. Marketing means distribution of goods. Marketing means distribution of goods from sellers to buyers. And marketing means distribution of goods from produce to the final consumers. That we call it as a marketing. The term marketing has been differently defined by different experts and authors. These definitions of our concept of marketing are generally classified into two groups. Number one is traditional or old concept of marketing, and second one is modern concept of marketing. How we are classifying? We are classifying marketing concept into two. Traditional means old marketing concept, modern means new marketing concept. So now we are required to study the traditional. Today I would like to give you or touch upon the traditional marketing concept. ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಪರಿಕಲ್ಪನೆ. ಯಾವ ರೀತಿಯಾಗಿ ಹಿಂದಿನ ದಿನಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾರಾಟ ಪ್ರಕ್ರಿಯೆಯನ್ನ ಅರ್ಥೈಸಿಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದರು ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನ ಇವತ್ತು ನಾವು ಮೊದಲು ಅರ್ಥೈಸಿಕೊಳ್ಳೋಣ. ದ ಟ್ರೆಡಿಷನಲಿ ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟಿಂಗ್ is defined. Marketing consisting of those efforts. Which effect transfer of ownership of goods, and care for their physical distribution. So it is the process. Marketing is a process by which products are made available to the final consumers from the place of production. It consists of all those activities which are meant to ensure the flow of goods and services from the producer to the final consumers. Well friends, thus marketing is a wider and more comprehensive term, and it includes whole process of distribution. And the process before distribution. Not necessarily mean that only distribution itself is a market. Before distribution, marketing process starts. After distribution, also marketing process starts. That is the case now. Marketing makes the goods useful to the society by getting them where they are wanted, when they are wanted, and by transferring them by whom they are wanted. In this sense, marketing has been defined as the activities involved in the creation of a place, time, and possession utilities. Let me repeat once again. Marketing has been defined as activities involved in the creation of a place, time, and possession utilities. Now let us see. The marketing also has been defined as performance of business activities that direct the flow of goods and services from producer to the consumer or user. But in the course of distribution of goods from producer to the consumers or users, several obstacles have to be removed. Obstacles means hurdles. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅಡೆತಡೆಗಳು. ಯಾವ ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನು ನೋಡಬೇಕು. ಮೊದಲನೇ ಅಡೆತಡೆ ಯಾ ಹಿಂಡ್ರನ್ಸಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಫಸ್ಟ್, goods have to be transported from the center of the production to the center of consumption. So this creates place utility. Second, goods have to be stored and preserved until they are demanded by the consumers. This creates time utility. And finally, that is third, the ownership and possession of goods have to be transferred by sale from producer to the consumers. So this creates possession or ownership utility. Well friends, now I would like to close today's online lecture by giving a very noted famous marketing authorities who have given the definition, that is Clerk and Clerk. They who defined this marketing, according to them, marketing consisting of those activities or those efforts which effect a transfer in ownership of goods and services and care for their physical distribution. Okay friends, with these introduction of the vertical traditional concept of marketing, in the next class we have to go for discussion, and I will be on the online and we respond to our classes. Next period will be for modern marketing concept. Thank you very much.